Hello book friends, welcome back to my channel. I am a Jen who reads, and this is my April TBR. One of my reading goals for 2024 was to participate in some sort of a readathon every month. And this month, I am so excited. I am beyond excited for April's readathon, which is Old School April. It is all about everything retro, 80s, 90s. And what I love about it is it doesn't include just reading. It also includes things that you can watch, things that you can listen to, things that you can eat. So it's a very well-rounded readathon. I will link the announcement video below in case you're interested. The teams this year are from the TV show Legend of the Hidden Temple, which is an old game show for kids on Nickelodeon. And I decided that I was going to join Team Purple Parrot this year. Another reason why this is exciting is because April is also my birthday month. So this is just the perfect fit for a readathon for me for the month of April. I decided to be fairly relaxed with my TBR this month. So the readathon has a list of prompts, and you could find books to match those prompts, but I am going to just read the books and then look at the prompts and figure out which ones they match. There are so many prompts that any book that you read is going to match multiple prompts, so that's not a problem. I don't want to stress myself out trying to match a book to a certain prompt. So instead, I'm going to read, and then I'll see what prompts they match when I'm finished with the book. So getting right into it, the first book that I'm going to finish in April, and I know it's the first book I'm going to finish in April because I've already started it, because it is a rollover from March, and I started it in March and I haven't finished it yet, is The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This is the second series in the Cruel Prince or the Folk of the Air series. I'm about 100 pages into this already, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not loving it. So I'm excited to finish it so that I can see if my opinion of it changes between now and the end of the month. Another rollover book that I have from March that I didn't get to was the second book in the Blood and the Ash series. This is the Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. I really liked the first book in this, and I had so many books on my March TBR that this one I just didn't get around to. But it is a series that I want to finish fairly quickly, because that is another one of my reading goals, is to read through series faster so that I can start new ones. So this one will probably be the second book that I pick up. I recently discovered that Spotify Premium has audiobooks. And so I looked on there, and the selection of audiobooks they have for premium members is absolutely amazing. There are two little caveats though. One is only the person who manages the premium account, if you have a family account, which I do, is the only one that is able to access these audiobooks, which I completely understand. And then the other one is you get 15 hours of listening time per month. That averages out to about 2 books per month, depending on the length of your book. I thought that this was a great way to help me get through some of the books on my TBR a little bit quicker. So in March, I did read, or listened to, which I think still counts as reading, Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. And so for the month of April, I plan on listening to Unfortunately Yours by Tessa Bailey. Another goal I have for 2024 is to get through all of my Book of the Month books. So this one is going to be my pick for April, Butcher and Blackbird. I have heard crazy things about this book. There's like 2 pages of trigger warnings at the beginning. So I am really excited. I will probably do some sort of a reading vlog with this, but I am very excited to read this book. Also, I just love the cover. Speaking of finishing series, Ignite Me is the next book in the Shatter Me series. So this will be one that I will pick up in the month of April. My daughter is also reading this with me, so this is a fun little book to talk about with her. Another book that I just love the cover of. I have heard that this is the book where it's at. The third book is the book in the series, so I'm looking forward to picking this one up. In March, I finished Elantris by Brandon Sanderson, and I was absolutely blown away. You can hear more about that in my March wrap-up video. So trying to get through the whole Brandon Sanderson backlist, there is a fellow booktuber. His channel is Captured in Words, and he gave a recommended reading order for the Cosmere and everything Brandon Sanderson. And so I decided that I was going to follow his recommendations. So for the month of April, the next two that he recommends after Elantris are two smaller books that are in this Arcanum Unbounded. So they're novellas. I think one of them is 25 pages and the other one is like 117 pages. And they are called A Hope for Elantris and The Emperor's Soul. So these will be my two Brandon Sanderson reads for the month of April. Well, I do have a ton of series that I need to read through and finish. I also have quite a few standalones on my TBR. So for the month of April, I have decided on some spring type reads. So the first one is Alone with You in the Ether by Olive E. Blake. And the reason I picked this one is because it has bees on it. So this will be one of the standalones that I read for the month of April. And the other one, again, because, you know, Easter, spring, April, all those things. And this is one that I've also had on my shelf for a while. Also one that I have heard many, many mixed reviews about on book social media. And that is Bunny by Mona Awad. Last but not least, I have decided that I'm going to start a book club on Discord. So I will have the link to my book club below. And for the month of April, we are going to read The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. I would love to see as many of you join us as possible. I think it would be a lot of fun to discuss this. It will probably be a mostly fantasy book club, but nothing is in stone. So who knows what could happen. Anyways, if you've stuck around this long and you like what you hear and you want to hear more of my thoughts on the books that I read, I encourage you to subscribe. And I love all of the likes and comments that I get on videos. I absolutely love talking back and forth with people about the books that they've read. So I would love to start a conversation with you. Until next time, happy reading.